So welcome, CNG 124. Make sure you hit that welcome video and watch it. I saw a few of you have already logged in today. I can kind of see it from the sideline view. It was 7, or it was 5, now it's 7. So a few more have been trickling in. Let's see. Every week I will post some new content. Make sure you look over the old things. Here's your getting started. I should say your old things. Your getting started portion. Your IPv4 notebook, your workbook. That's to help you better understand that week's content. Once again, if you're looking to be successful in the course, make sure you do that extra work. I'll also put a place in it for you to submit it. And if you ever want me to overlook your work, make sure that you send me a note and then make sure that your work's in there. Activities, assignments, and put your work in there so I can see it and give you some feedback for that. But you got to make sure you remind me to look at it because it doesn't show up in all the usual places. Let's see, week 1, the old videos from last year are in there. I leave those videos in there because say if I get sick or something, I do take, well, I guess I used to take vacations. I don't know what's going to happen now. But if something does happen to me, the old content is in there so you can look at it and have kind of something to go off of what you should be doing for that week. Once again, this course was perfected and hasn't changed a whole lot. Is exactly the same for, well, I should say it was exactly the same for my face-to-face classes and my online classes. Now that I just do online, it's the same in my online course. If there was like 2 or 3 online courses, it'd be the exact same. You get the exact same material and preparedness that you would in any one of my courses. So let's see. Here's where the main video is going to go at the very top. Welcome you to the week and the week's contents. Any follow-up videos will be put down there, and we can permanently delete the check-in. Cisco Academy, we'll leave those ones in there. So if you scroll down, I kind of have the week laid out and how you should do it. Looking at the check-in videos, doing the reading, looking at my notes, hopping to your discussion, doing the assignments, well, if you can do your discussion or not. If you look at the discussions, it's going to have 3 questions proposed to you every week. You know, what was easy, what was not easy, and what you need to improve on. That's going to be the format of your discussion because it's going to help me gauge kind of, or actually it's not going to help me. Yeah, it's going to help me, but it's going to also help you see that other people are having the same issues as you, and you can see that asking questions in Google Hangouts, once again, is going to help not only you, but other people with that. So make sure you get to that discussion, you know, look around. Some of you are going to, my best advice to this course is it's going to be tough because we're thinking in different ways. Don't quit though. Something will happen sooner or later where everything will click and you'll just get it. It's because we're counting in not by 10s, we're counting by 2s, we're counting by 16s. You will get this. You just have to keep on trying. And once again, trying is not approaching it at 10 o'clock on Sunday. Trying is working with it throughout the week and getting accustomed to it that way. The assignments listed in the assignment section, slides, if I have any slides, some short review, and then a quiz. Sometimes there's a review, sometimes there's not. So if we click the first one, weekly reading, we're going to go to welcome to the class and then have the weekly reading that you're supposed to go to in Netacad with the account that you set up. Any notes I have will be laid out here. Sometimes there's going to be notes, sometimes there's not going to be notes. With the binary math, we're counting by 2s. So this kind of shows you how to count by 2s. The ASCII symbol for a, lowercase a, once again, just a byte, 8 bits, make a byte. Yes, 8 bits, make a byte in the ASCII symbol. Here's counting by 10. So if we had 1,234, it'd be listed like this. And we see it kind of laid out here, 1,000, 2 times 10, or 2 times 100, 3 times 10, 4 times 1, 1,234. So in binary, once again, applies the same way. We see it broken down. The whole byte is broken down into bits. Each bit has a specific value starting at 128, then going down by half, then going down by half again. And it continues till it goes all the way down to this last one, which could be a 1 or a 0. Whatever is easiest for you to understand this. So if we have a value of, what do they give you a value of? 108. Basically, you're just counting 64 plus 32. The places you're not using, you put a 0 in. And this was basically, in the end, the whole thing should account for a value of 108. The max value we can have with every bit turned on would be 255. The least value we could have would be 0, and all these would be 0, but it's still a valid number with that. So we make sure to mark zeros. Everything will start at 0. That's kind of where it loses people too. 0 definitely has a place in networking, and that's where we start almost 100% of the time. And then we kind of move on to hexadecimal. Once again, it's still a byte. A hexadecimal uses base 16. And we see values past 10 are numerical: A, B, C, D, E, and F. F is 15, which B are 16 because we started at 0. So remember, once again, I urge you to stick with this and learn it. Keep practicing it, because sooner or later you will adapt to this. How we indicate it's a hexadecimal, either 0x or lowercase h in the back. Either way, not both, when you get to this. When we start to evaluate a byte, we simply divide that byte directly in half. One part is the first part, and of course the last part is the second part. And we see here 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1 would be 15, and that would give us this right here. If we have a value of C3 hex, basically we have to make sure that these equal to C, which would be 12. 8 plus 4 is 12. We do not use this, so we turn it off basically with a 0. And that's basically what the ones and zeros are, turning it off or on to count it. The last half, we turn it off, we turn it off, we use the 2, 1, we use the 1, 1, and that would be our 3. So we'd have C3 for our byte, and designate that hexadecimal by using small h or 0x. And I think that'll kind of round out what we do for this week. If you guys have any questions, make sure you ask in the Google Hangouts, and definitely use that as a resource. Once again, if you're looking for that path to succeed, oops, those have due dates. If you're looking for the best way to succeed, those would be them. Don't hesitate to ask a question. You will also be grouped up with CNG 256. If those people took the class from me, it's going to be the exact same class, and I bet you they'll probably just say, okay, oh, this is how I found the answer. And that's great collaboration, because you also learn more from other peers helping you, because I look at this from the professor type view. If you get other students, they're going to look at it from the student point of view. So you'll get that in a different, kind of in a different learning style. If you have any questions, though, reach out. I'm at home this week, so should be able to text you back pretty quick.